Cool. Shall we get started?
Yeah, go on, Eve.
Yeah. Okay, so hi everyone and welcome to our opportunity call. I'm really excited to be sharing information with you. I've only recently joined Prove It about 2 months ago and I'm absolutely loving it. Just to give you a little bit of context on the business, this is the quickest growing bio-nutritional product in the world right now. It's absolutely amazing, the growth that we're seeing. It's just gone absolutely mental, to be honest. The company itself has done 1.2 billion in sales across the last 5 years, and we're actually growing faster than Amazon, which is just insane. We only launched in the UK a month ago, and we're currently in a state of hyper growth. It's just going mad, like none of us can keep up with it. The products are just flying out of the warehouses, and it is all down to this amazing product called ketones. So I'll just give you a little bit of a background on me and my story. I was just like you, probably a lot of people on this call. I was really bored working in a bank, like just not enjoying what I was doing, literally just working for the paycheck to pay my bills. And I was really skeptical about Prove It. I was not interested. This guy kept messaging me and I was like, honestly, just leave me alone. It's not for me. And then I tried the product and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's definitely something that I need to get into. And, you know, just for me, it's totally transformed my emotional health more than anything. I have lost weight, like I definitely have noticed changes in my appetite. But more than anything, it really has been my emotional health. So I've been like completely sober for 6 weeks, which for me is just crazy. And just everything, like the way that I dress, I would never curl my hair, like paint my nails. It's really funny because my mum would, like, every time she'd see me, she'd be like, Eve, why on earth are you in socks and sliders? We're going out for dinner, like sort yourself out. And I just could never be asked. I was like, I'm not bothered, you know, just didn't really want to make an effort. And then I saw my mum the other day and she was like, you look amazing. And I was like, I know. I just feel like I've got a new lease of life. And since joining the business, like that has been an absolute dream. I can't tell you how amazing that journey has been for me. I've only been in it a really short time. And within the first 3 weeks, I just completely saw the potential. I was like, wow, this is growing so fast. And I actually quit my job, like without any clue as to how I was going to, you know, make that work. But within the first month, I made more than I did in my full-time job, which was absolutely amazing. So we've got some really good speakers tonight, just sharing information and stories about like their experience in the business. But we're going to kick it off with the one and only Callum Best. He's going to be talking to you all about the business. He is a serial entrepreneur, rank 8 in Prove It, which is absolutely huge promotion. And he is also one of the most caring people. Like, if anybody follows him on social media, he's got a diploma in mindfulness and a massive passion for helping other people through his own experiences. So yeah, he's going to talk to you a little bit about the business opportunity.
Well, aren't you lovely? Thank you very much, Eve. And just a little shout out to you is that you've, Philippe and I now been going at this for quite some time. And recently we were really looking for people that were coming into their own. And, you know, you took this role of hosting the Zoom and taking it to the next level, and you took it in your stride. And I think it's a really strong aspect of showing growth in this business, in this community, and what we're all about, trying to pick each other up and help each other grow. And you know, when it's funny because when you say all those things about how things have gotten better in your own personal life, sometimes you're like, well, how the hell can a drink do that? But it's pretty mind-blowing what this seems to be doing for people across the board, whether it be, you know, people looking to just shift some weight, people looking to get some energy, people looking to lose some inflammation or get better sleep. But you don't really realize the power of what these ketones can do to you until you add them as a fuel source to your diet. I did a live with Alicia earlier today, and I found it really important to say that it's not a fad. It's not something that just comes around that you do for 5 days and you're like, oh, that felt good, I'm over it now. It's something that you incorporate to your daily routine every single day, and you want to continue doing it because what it does to you. About a year and almost 2 years ago now, I tried my first one of these little bad boys here. What I did then was I incorporated this new fuel source, these ketones that are bioidentical to what your body makes. Loads of people on this call have been around and heard this being said before, but to anybody new, identical means it's exactly the same as what your liver would make. It's been patented, and so nobody else can copy it. Prove It put it into a little sachet just like this with loads of different flavors, and 5 years ago started their mission to try to make people better and grow into the best versions of themselves. I'm really, really glad I found it. We've only been launched here now in the UK for 2 months, and the growth has been insane, but the company's been around for 5 years. America, Canada, Mexico, Australia, and now that it's here in the UK and the EU, from what we know, it's the fastest growing company and product to ever hit the UK and the EU. So we're into something incredible business-wise, but even more so, we're into something that is changing people's lives for the better. Eve will tell you, many other people, what I like about tonight is that we have a whole new group of testimonials talking about what they're going through. And I think it's really cool that people are stepping up and now sharing their experience. And that's why this is growing so fast and so well, because people are now going, holy shit, I feel incredible. My goal, and you don't even realize it's your goal. You just want to feel better yourself. Once you feel better, you go, now I've got to share this with everybody else. It wouldn't be right if I didn't. That's why we're all day in and out talking about what this can do for you. Our job is to educate the best we can with science, with information, with links, with other people. I mean, I'm still learning more and more, but for me, I pass them on to James, who brings in the science, or I get Phil on and I talk about how performing as an athlete or being more present at home. I've got friends that, you know, never run for the past 5 years that are now out there with energy to run. Moms that are being more present, 20-year-old entrepreneurs that are looking for an avenue to create a business for themselves and set up for their future. So, you know, I couldn't be more passionate about it if I tried. It's something that I have been going 2 years, and I will continue on going as long as I can because of how I feel. Every single morning I wake up excited to drink that because I know of how I'm going to feel. My brain lights up. The cognitive health benefits are through the roof. So I could go on and on, but because we have about 4 or 5 people to give testimonials, I'm going to hand it over, but just say, anybody who's looking for better, you know, I don't know what your reason is to be on this call, but what we have here is an opportunity on so many different levels, an opportunity to feel better, have the people around you feel better, and create an incredible income in a market that is untapped. So make sure you hit us up if you're interested.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. And you know, I just wanted to say as well, I'm quite lucky that I kind of resonated really easily with Callum and Phil. Like, we're really into the law of attraction, and you know, we love all that kind of stuff. But if you're not into that, or you know, you're into other things, there's so many people in this business that you can connect with, and so many people that will help you, like even your sidelines, your downlines, your uplines. We all just come together as a community and really help each other. So no matter who you are, you will find people to resonate with. So our next speaker is Philippe, and he is a dad of 3 children. He's a professional footballer, started playing for Chelsea, and he's played at every league of the football, every level of the football league. He's a rank 7, so just behind Callum. Really amazing position again, like earning a lot of money from this right now, and he's going to give you a little insight into an athlete's point of view.
Thanks, Eve. And I just want to say as well, just to second what Callum said, it's been amazing. Something I never imagined I'd get out of this business is to see the personal development from other people, and to see your personal development and others that are on here that might not be speaking today. It's incredible. When you now leading Zooms is so good, and I'm just chuffed for you. But yeah, I mean, I started taking Prove It ketones about a year now, actually, right now. So about a year and a month, last season, which was July. So Callum introduced me to the product, and with me being a footballer, we have to be very careful what we take, and I had to get the product all checked, etc. I never would have probably tried the product if it hadn't been Callum recommending it to me. So it was good I had a friend that I trusted, and because we get offered everything under the sun as players. And this product, I got checked by the physios, all the top doctors around the country and even abroad, and it was all checked out good. They said the ingredients are legal and safe. You know, so I just went ahead and took it. This was pre-season, the toughest time of the season, where we train triple sessions, no days off, extremely hard, usually after we've been on holiday for 6 weeks. And you come in a bit out of shape, and the product just blew me away. I've never been a massive runner in terms of long distance. When we come back for pre-season, we've got to do a lot of that running. I'm more of an explosive athlete, short, sharp movements. And I was just leading the pack in these runs, and and I'm only getting old at the moment. I'm 34. So it was quite amazing for me. It was like shocking that I had that energy and recovery to just go again the next day in pre-season. I have never ever enjoyed pre-season, never enjoyed long distance running. I could stay out and play football all day long, but if you ask me to just run without a ball, that's not for me. So it was insane that the levels it took me to, and it just blew me away. I rang Callum straight away and I said, what the hell is this? Like, I need to get involved. How do we get this product to the UK? It was only available in America then. And we worked tirelessly for a year to get this product launched over here. And Jesus, we could talk for hours just on that year, what we had to go through to get this product here. And others that have also got in a little bit earlier as well know what we went through. But now we're launched in the UK. It's just insane how quickly it's spreading. You know, there's people in the team now that I initially just spoke to, say around my area, or family and friends. And now we have people in the Highlands. I know we've got Helen on here as well. We've got, you know, people everywhere in the UK, everywhere across Europe, just joining daily and loving this drink. So what it did for me as an athlete was just take my performance to a whole new level, where my career is actually supposed to be dwindling down, supposed to be coming to an end. If anything, I feel stronger, fitter than I've ever been. I'm training really hard now and actually trialing the product, 2 sachets a day consistently with a clean diet to see where I could take my performance even further. So it's really exciting for me. It's blown my mind, and I'm so passionate about the product because I've felt it myself. And that's why I guess the business side come really easy for me, because I'm just talking about something that's been so successful for me. Alongside that, I just want to mention, I know I'm here to speak about the athlete angle, but this literally helps anyone. I gave it to my mum, my wife, my sister, cousin, everyone I know, I've recommended it to, because it is insane. And what I've seen it do to my family and friends is incredible. I've just seen Billy there on the picture, and the impact it had on Billy is incredible. Loads of friends. It's just insane what it does to people. One simple drink in a sachet, poured in, shaken and drank. So easy. And I think that's what really blew me away, without mentioning other products. As I said earlier, as a player, we get offered lots of things, and I've got a lot of friends who do other little bits and bobs and with other companies, and it's never really been for me. But what sold this business to me was the product. The product speaks for itself. Like, it's a bit cringy to say that's why they call it Prove It, but it's actually an amazing name, because it does just prove it. All someone needs to do is taste it, try it, and they will feel those benefits. And yeah, I highly recommend it. I'm more than willing to put my name and face to this amazing product and business. So yeah, I can't speak any higher of it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Phil. And you've honestly been helping me so much. Like, just the belief that, you know, your leaders will give you blows my mind. I'm like, Phil, I want rank 4, and he's like, you're going for rank 6. He's just like, no way, I'm going to push you to go to the top. And do you know what? Sometimes you just really need someone to believe in you, and you 100% do that every single time. So thank you so much for sharing your story. So usually now we would introduce a guy called James Barton, who would go over the science with you. He's like the brains of the business. He knows all about ketosis, but he's actually launching Prove It in Marbella at the moment. So I've just posted a link to his YouTube channel. He recorded that for you guys to watch tonight, you know, just going over like what ketosis is and how it works as an energy pathway alongside eating a normal diet. But next we've got some testimonials from some amazing people in this business. They're all like brand new, so they're dead nervous, but they're absolutely amazing. So first we're going to hear from Claire, and she's from Tunbridge Wells in Kent. She's a full-time mum and a dance teacher, and she just literally watched a live about Prove It and was like, I'm really drawn to the community and the products. And then yeah, she's tried some samples and absolutely loved them. So she's going to tell you her story now.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited. Yeah, I tried them a month ago. So first of all, I was on Instagram looking, scrolling along, came along alive, Callum, and lovely Eve. And I was watching them say, you know, this drink makes you feel focused, it gives you clarity, gives you energy, but it also gives you better sleep. And I was thinking, really, a little bit skeptical, as people can be. But I then messaged Eve and I was like, come on, tell me some more. And so she was like, seriously, she told me about the ketones and she said, try them. Just try, see what you feel. Anyway, she sent me these ketones and I was so excited when I got them. And the first ever one I had, it was like a light went off. Honestly, like I can't even describe like the way it made me feel. But from that moment on, it's just got better and better. And I've stopped drinking. I have 2 children. I'm a single mum. I have a teenage daughter who's 13 and a little boy who's 5, who's very energetic. So obviously that is a lot of energy anyway. And it's been a struggle for, you know, a couple of years for me. And I honestly, I can't put out how much this Prove It has helped me. It really has. I am now, you know, having my time with Oscar. I'm like more focused than I've ever been. So I can see when he needs my time and then when she needs my time, where before it was just all a little bit too much and I couldn't cope with it. I just feel like the clarity I'm getting from this drink is just absolutely amazing. And the energy, and I mean, for me personally, I've been on it for a month and I've been really focusing on myself because I've had to deal with some certain situations that I've had to go through. But I am so excited where I think this is going to take me. This is going to take me on the best journey of my life. Like, I am so passionate about this drink. This drink, you know, it makes you feel so good inside. And why wouldn't you want to share that with your friends and your family and make everyone feel good? Like, you know, what better thing to sell than make people feel good? Who doesn't want to make someone feel good? Like, it's amazing. It really is. Like, I'm so like, I haven't got a bad thing to say about it. It's just changed my life within 1 month, and it's 1 month. So I'm just thinking what I'm going to be like in a year, you know, and where it's going to take me. And I'm just really excited. It's the best thing I've been on. So
Thank
yeah.
you so much. You're so sweet. I just love you so much. Like, ever since we met each other, we've been like, every day, haven't we? But thank you so much for sharing your story, babe. Like, I honestly cannot wait to see where we take this. It's just,
I know. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm really excited of where it's going to take me. So let's see. Excited.
So thank you so much. So next we're going to hear from a guy called James, and he lives in Stevenage in Hertfordshire. I think I'm saying that right. And he was actually involved with network marketing 5 years ago when he was like quite young. And he said it's always been on his mind to get back into it. And me and James were actually already friends. So as soon as I heard about Prove It, I was like, you need to get involved with this. Like, it's 100% all your vibe. And he was like, oh my God, I follow Callum, like, because he's so spiritual. He's like a tarot reader. And he was like, I just know this is meant for me. So yeah, are you unmuted, James?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, literally, like, I think the best thing for the product was the weight loss that I've had. And apparently it's really noticeable. So when I see people, they literally, the first thing they say is like, wow, you've lost so much weight. And the benefit is, like, it sells itself. Like, I don't have to sell the product because people are just asking anyway. So I remember when I first joined, I literally heard someone say, if you become an example of the product, like, you won't need to sell it. And that's literally just proved it. Like, just by taking the product, it's just done itself. But in regards to like what you were just saying, like always having network marketing in the back of my mind. And I think the biggest thing for it was I've tried to start businesses. And when you start a business, you literally, if you need any support or help, you have to pay for it. But with network marketing, you go straight into a pool of, you know, motivated, positive people. And in this group, like that, there is literally magic happening. And it's just amazing to watch people's lives transform. And I know that whoever you surround yourself with, you literally become. So to be in this group of people, like, that's what I'm really grateful for, to be paying for, because I'm just part of the most greatest team. There's people I can phone at all different times of the day. So it's great. But I think the reason why people are so happy is because of like the freedom that you get. Like you can honestly just do what you want when you want to do it. You're not micromanaged. You don't have people telling you what to do. Like I've been helping my neighbour, and she's working from home at the moment, and she had to click on a button to say she's going to the bathroom, and then a 4-minute timer was going down. That's in her own home. Like she has to time herself in her own home to go to the bathroom, and I don't even have an alarm clock. Like the ketones are actually my alarm clock. Like they wake me up in the morning. So I just have so much freedom. And I think with freedom, it's just so powerful. And yeah, so literally an amazing product, great team, and freedom. It's just like, there's nothing bad to say. And it's a win-win. I just couldn't say no to that.
Yeah.
And obviously get to work with, great, amazing people. Love it.
Thank you so much, James. It's like, it honestly is like we're all just going through it together every day. Like James and Claire are both Aquarius, so we're on the phone like, don't worry, you're going through it.
Yeah, it's a big time for an Aquarius.
Like we just live in this little bubble, don't we, building this business. But thank you so much for sharing your story. So the last speaker tonight is one of my absolute best friends. She's just the sweetest soul in the whole world. Her name is Leah, and she's from Liverpool. She has the strongest Scouse accent you've ever heard. And she was like an absolute travel bug. Like literally one day I'd ring her and she'd be like, I'm living in Spain, and the next minute she's like, oh, I've moved to Morocco. And she was just all over the place all the time. So I knew that network marketing was something she would love. I offered it to her, and she was actually going to join a travel business just before she tried the ketones. And then she tried them and she was like, oh my God, I'm 100% in. So are you there, Leah?
I am here. Hi, everyone. I've been on the ketones now for like just nearly 3 weeks, and I can honestly say like I have never felt so fulfilled, so happy, and just so positive about my life, like compared to a few months ago. Like Eve was just saying, then I was just out of control. Like I was literally going to Spain, I was drinking all the time, like I was fucking party animal, but it was another level. It was just over the top. And I was like, I need to like find something what I'm really passionate about, what I really want to do, which I was doing the travel business because I just love to travel and it's just in me to do it. But I tried the ketones and wow, like I have just never felt so amazing. Like a few months ago, like I've always struggled with like memory, like to remember things, and some people be like it sounds a bit weird, but honestly I think it was because I was drinking like so much, and I'd be in like a conversation with someone and I'd completely forgot what I was talking about. So like for the memory for me is like a big one. Like I just feel amazing, and with the business part as well, I'm just so happy that I'm on these ketones. Like they've just changed my life. And another thing I wanted to mention as well, with like the energy part, I always like mind my nephew, and he's only 2 and he's like full of energy, and I just always be like, Keelan, like go to sleep, and now I'm like, come on, let's go out. Like I just so much energy in me. But yeah, thank you everyone for listening. I'll just keep it short and sweet.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. So yeah, wrap it up, Callum.
So listen, I just want to say to anybody who is new on here, this might make no sense, but we've consistently for a long time now done these Zooms and held this place for people to come and learn. And to hear new stories from new people that I've not actually even met yet, it fucking blows me away. Is that feeding back for you guys? Is that loud? And it's just so nice and so positive to know that, like, I've been working with a certain group of people and we've been building, and now there's this whole other group of inspired, growing individuals that have all had their lives changed for the better. And it just fills you with joy. And to anybody who's on this call, this is like a path where if you're ready for it, if you want to make that change, even if you don't know you want to make it yet, there's an opportunity for you to go down a path of better. We have a product that allows you to feel the best you've ever felt by lighting up your brain, helping your body perform. You're introducing a new fuel source called ketones by putting yourself into a state of ketosis, by drinking these ketones that are in this packet, raises your blood ketone levels, fires off your brain, fires off your body, and the benefits are through the roof. And that's why everybody here, it sounds so drastic that it's going from that to that in potentially a short amount of time, but that's what these can do. You put this in your system, and within an hour, or within a day, within 3 days, within 1 month, whatever it might be, you will feel the best you've ever felt. And it instinctively and naturally takes you on this path of, holy shit, this is the one for me. I could relate to everything everybody said here. Feeling a certain way, drinking too much, partying too much, not knowing where the next step is, whatever it might be. If you're looking for better and you're looking to take inspired action to become a better version of yourself, we have a platform for you to do that. And all you've got to do is by take one small little step to try this yourself. Nobody on this call will benefit from you trying 10 days of ketones, 5 days of ketones. Nobody will benefit except for you. And when you benefit, you then join these group of people that all motivate you, try to inspire you to become a better version of yourself while you build a business that is in a market that is completely untapped. And just to go one more thing, network marketing, I do fuck all about it. I actually was completely turned off by it because of all the bad things you hear. But then over the past 2 years, I've realized it's one of the most epic business models, and we're changing the game of it. We have a good group of people that are letting people know it's not what it used to be. It's not this bad, tainted, whatever it might be. It's a bunch of good people all trying to do their best while sharing a product and making a decent living. And this has potential to make you an absolute killing. If you come in, you hustle hard, you share with people, and you show up. And by showing up, you become the best version of yourself. So I absolutely.
I'll just add a little bit to what Callum said, because he's really summed it up. But just to really simply summarize what's just been said there, and thanks Leah, James and Claire, because those testimonials, when anyone new that's just jumped on must be like, what the hell, this can't be that good. But we can't just employ these actors to jump on and give that testimonial. It just don't work like that. These are real stories. Like, you can see it in people's faces, the impact the product has on you. So to simply summarize, as I said, the product's fantastic. You will not, from an athlete's perspective anyway, I've never seen anything better than this in football, in professional sport. From what my mum and my sister and all my friends say, and all these people that have joined, they also have never tried anything that is this good. So that's the product. Business-wise, really simply, if you just look at it as a business that's been going for 5 years out with the UK, 5 years this has been going in America and a couple of other countries, and it's done 1.2, 1.3 probably billion in sales to date. That's insane. It's now coming to the UK, and we're the very first to start spreading it out there to everyone in the UK and Europe and the worldwide if you have network there. I think that's just an incredible opportunity, because it's already proven. It's a proven company. It's proven success, and the product's amazing. So that's exactly what I thought when me and Callum had that initial conversation. It's like, oh my God, what an opportunity. No one knows about this. And even now, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people, whatever it is in the UK that's got it, that is nothing. 65 million people in the UK, it is nothing. You walk down your street and knock on every door, and no one's going to know what Prove It Ketones is if you say, do you know what Prove It Ketones are? So that is your opportunity to just give them more information and enjoy recommending it. That's all this is. It's such a simple concept. Take the product, enjoy feeling amazing, and recommend it to your friends and family and network. The business just grows from there. And then you'll really enjoy networking, meeting all these other new people, which I found really amazing as well. So, I mean, I think we've really hit the nail on the head with everything on this Zoom. It's been an amazing Zoom, and thank you so much for all the testimonials. I'm sure, Eve, you probably want to finish up with something. You look like you want to say something.
Thank you so much. So I just wanted to say that network marketing as a whole, I know it has a really bad reputation, like I totally know. I've dealt with it for the last 5 years. But it really is the most amazing industry to be a part of. Like, when people say, you know, I've heard all these bad things, I used to think, do you know what, if I told you what went on in the care industry, you would be horrified. Like, every single industry in the world has bad bits and good bits, but this has so much goodness. Like, it literally is an energy business, because no one's paying you to get out of bed. Like, you don't have, you know, set times or hours. It all runs off people being positive. So everyone that's involved are people that want to do it, like they're hungry for it. And, you know, like me and Phil and Callum, we're all just knackered today because we're obsessed with the business. Like, we never ever stop. And then these new people come on the call and it just lights you up. And that is literally what you're a part of. It's like new flowing energy all the time, people being grateful for their lives, you know, and just being happy and inspired and there to support each other. And it really, really has absolutely saved my life in so many ways. Like, that's a whole different story, but it really, really has. And I hope that you get involved. And you know what, if you're unsure still, just try the product, because that really is like the cherry on the top of the cake, that we have something that gives you so much energy. Not that we even need any more of it, but yeah, if you're interested, just go back to the person that got you on this call, and just ask them for a few samples, or tell them that you're ready to sign up. And it's dead simple. Like, you've just got to put a few details in online and they'll add you into the groups tonight. But thank you so much for jumping on and listening to our stories, and thank you to everyone who spoke. And yeah, see you later. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Well done, everyone.
Thanks. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.